Hello everyone. Welcome to StudyIQ. In this video, I will bring to you the current affairs of the August month. This is at 3. So we will take a look at the current affairs in detail. Let us start the video immediately. Recently, India has increased its tally of the Ramsar sites, that is wetlands of international importance, to 85. So earlier we had 82 Ramsar sites, now we have 85. So one of these three is the Nanjarayan Bird Sanctuary. Where is it located? Nanjarayan Bird Sanctuary, as you can see, it is located in Tamil Nadu. The answer is option C. The other one is the Kazu Valley Bird Sanctuary. Kazu Valley, pronounced as Kalu Valley Bird Sanctuary, which is again in Tamil Nadu. And then we have the Tawa Reservoir. So basically Tawa is name of a river. Tawa Reservoir is located in Madhya Pradesh, right? So there is a very important river known as the Tawa River. Have you heard of Tawa River? Now can you tell me Tawa River is a tributary of which river? So Tawa River is a tributary of the Narmada River. It is a tributary of the Narmada River. So these are the three new Ramsar sites, brand new Ramsar sites, which have been designated. Now why are they called Ramsar sites? Well, they are called Ramsar sites because there is a city in Iran called Ramsar. And that is where there was an agreement that was signed in Ramsar all the way back in 1971 between different countries. India signed it in 1982, 11 years later. So originally the Ramsar Convention was signed by different countries in 1971. 1971. And in the last 10 years, India has added 59 new wetlands to the list of the Ramsar sites. So which state of India has the maximum Ramsar sites now? It is Tamil Nadu, 18, followed by UP, which has 10. So Tamil Nadu, you can see, has far more Ramsar sites than any other state. Now let me give you a little heads up about these new three. So let's talk about Nanjarayan Bird Sanctuary. It is located in Tirupur district of Tamil Nadu, and lot of birds, they come here. It is in fact a bird sanctuary in Tamil Nadu. In fact, it was the 17th bird sanctuary of Tamil Nadu. Now let's talk about the Kalu Valley Lake. You can call it Kazu Valley Bird Sanctuary. And it is also located in Tamil Nadu. It was the 16th bird sanctuary of Tamil Nadu. It was declared as a bird sanctuary in 2021, and it is located on the Coromandel coast in Villupuram district of Tamil Nadu. Villupuram district of Tamil Nadu. And then we have Tawa Reservoir, which is located in Narmadapuram district of Madhya Pradesh. It is located in Itarsi. Itarsi is located in Narmadapuram district. So these are the three. These are the three. In fact, Tawa Reservoir is located inside the Satpura Tiger Reserve. Satpura Tiger Reserve. In fact, Tawa River is the longest tributary of the Narmada River. Tawa River is 172 km long, and it is the longest tributary, right? So what was the theme of the World Wetland Day? We celebrate the World Wetland Day on 2nd of February because on 2nd of February 1971, the Ramsar Convention happened for the first time. And the theme was wetlands and human well-being. And the main event of the Ramsar site day, the World Wetland Day, happened at the Sirpur Lake, which is in Madhya Pradesh in Indore. So that is where we celebrated the World Wetland Day in India. In India. Now can you tell me, so you know that India had 80 Ramsar sites. We had 80 Ramsar sites. So recently, which site became the new Ramsar site? So the Nagi Bird Sanctuary and Nakti Bird Sanctuary from Bihar. Nagi and Nakti. Now can you tell me which country has the maximum Ramsar sites? UK has 175 Ramsar sites, highest in the world, and Mexico is a close second with 144. 144. Nagi and Nakti Bird Sanctuary are located in Jamui in Bihar. So recently they were declared as Ramsar sites. Prasar Bharati Shabad was launched as a news sharing service designed to provide media organizations with daily news feeds across various formats including video, audio, text and photos. What does S stands for in the acronym Shabad? So Shabad, it's a very, very important concept, by the way. So Prasar Bharati Shabad, here you can see shared audio visuals for broadcast and dissemination. So the S stands for shared. The answer is option B. See what happens, I'll tell you. So PB Shabad was originally launched on 13th of March 2024 as a news sharing service. So, you know, these small news channels, if you, for example, if you want to open a news channel, if you want to open a news channel on YouTube. Now, obviously, you don't have the means, you don't have enough strength of people to go and take photographs for you. It is a costly exercise, taking photographs, audio, video, all of this. So you can take it from Prasar Bharati Shabad. These are copyright free content. Because Prasar Bharati Shabad, they have over 1500 reporters, correspondents, and lot of staff. So they will give you required video, audio, text, and photos, and then you can make your own news from that. So this is what is PB Shabad. It is copyright free. No credit is required for sharing. Patent free, right? So PB Shabad is free for media organizations, but it is free only till March 2025. And after that, they may charge you a very small fee. See, ultimately, Prasar Bharati is a state-owned public broadcasting, which is headquartered in New Delhi. And Prasar Bharati was also in news recently because Big Cricket League will be telecast on DD Sports, which comes under Prasar Bharati. Prasar Bharati has signed a long-term deal. Big Cricket League is where the local young talent will play with the legendary retired players. And it will take place in Lucknow. There are 6 teams in Big Cricket League. And Rudra Pratap Singh, RP Singh, the former Indian fast bowler, he is the president of the BCL. The vice president is the legendary West Indies fast bowler Courtney Walsh. And the commissioner for BCL will be Dilip Vengsarkar, former Indian captain. Ministry of Home Affairs, they have made a 5-member committee to monitor the current situation on the Indo-Bangladesh border. Who among the following has been appointed as head of the committee? So a lot of Bangladesh, especially the minorities, they are flying to India. They are entering India by illegal means because they want to save their lives. There is a attempt by the rogue elements in Bangladesh to attack the minorities and also those who are loyal to the Sheikh Hasina or the Awami League party. So to prevent this situation, there is a committee to guard the Indo-Bangladesh border. Indo-Bangladesh border is guarded by the BSF, okay, Border Security Force. It guards the border with Pakistan as well as the Bangladesh. So Ravi Gandhi, Mr. Ravi Gandhi will be the head of the committee. Mr. Ravi Gandhi. Who is Ravi Gandhi? So Ravi Gandhi is the ADG in the BSF, Additional Director General in the BSF. And there are other eminent people in the committee. It's a 5-member committee, but chairman will be Mr. Ravi Gandhi. Now, let me also tell you, India and Bangladesh, they have a very long border. It is a 4,096 kilometer long border. 4,096 kilometer border. And, a lot of Indian states like Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, Mizoram. The longest border, of course, is West Bengal, which is a 2,217 kilometer long border with Bangladesh. And let me also tell you that recently, Bangladesh has joined Colombo Security Conclave. It has become the 5th member of Colombo Security Conclave, which is for maritime cooperation between different countries. Which of the following state government has launched Mukhyamantri Nijut Moina Asoni? It's a monthly financial assistance scheme aimed at combating the child marriage in the state by 2026. So this is an important scheme and it is launched by the government of Assam. Mukhyamantri Nijut Moina Asoni. It's a monthly financial assistance scheme. So what is this scheme about? So this scheme will cost 300 crore, right, for 1 year, and in 5 years it will cost the government of Assam 1500 crore. So in this scheme, 10 lakh girls or 1 million girls, they will be supported with financial grant or financial assistance by the government of Assam, right? Assam government will give financial assistance, right, to the girls. So also this scheme has one more objective. It is to increase the girls enrollment in the schools and government graduation, higher graduation, post graduation, senior secondary. Just give the girls admission in the schools, right? So girls, irrespective of the economic condition of the family, they are eligible for the scheme. So how much money the girls will get in this scheme? Well, if the girl is enrolled in 11th class, right, then incentive of 1000 per month till they complete 12th class. Now, once they are in graduation, they will get 1250 per month. If they are in post graduation, they will get 2500 rupees per month if they are in post graduation or they are doing a B.Ed course. And this amount will be transferred to their bank account by direct benefit transfer on 11th of every month. 11th of every month. And this scheme also protects the children's right to education, health and protection. It delays early marriage because girls, parents, because there is a financial assistance, they will make sure the girl does complete her education. And it will reduce the teenage motherhood also, because girls, if they are married early, they become pregnant early. So this is a very, very important scheme, right? Also, there is an NGO in Assam called Aranyak. It has made an app called Hathi app to basically reduce the human-elephant conflict in Assam. So this is how the structure I have already told you about. ASEAN India Fellowship for Higher Education in Agriculture and Allied Sciences has been launched. Under this, a total of how many fellowships will be awarded to students from ASEAN member countries for a master's degree in agriculture and allied sciences? So there are 10 ASEAN countries and 11th is East Timor. So if the students want to do PG in agriculture in India, 50 fellowships will be given to the students from ASEAN countries. This was announced by Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the Agriculture Minister of India. Agriculture Minister of India, right? So the long-term degree courses in India, they can definitely help the researchers from ASEAN countries. India has cutting-edge agriculture education, right? We are an agriculture-based country, so definitely the agriculture education is top of the notch. So 10 fellowships will be given every year for 5 years. So total 50 fellowships will be given, and these fellowships will start from this year, 2024-25. And the project has been approved for funding under the ASEAN India Fund for 5 years. So the student, their admission fee, living expenses, everything will be covered. Everything will be covered. Don't forget that. And ASEAN Summit is taking place this year in the capital of Laos, which is Vientiane. National Payment Corporation of India has incorporated Bharat Interface for Money Beam as a wholly owned subsidiary, hiving it off its new entity known as NPCI Beam Services Limited. Who will head the new subsidiary? So NPCI Beam is now a new entity. Beam is a wholly owned subsidiary. What is the name of this company now? NPCI Beam Services Limited, and the CEO of this newly created company will be Miss Lalita Nataraj. Miss Lalita Nataraj will head this new subsidiary as the CEO, right? Lalita Nataraj has worked with ICICI Bank and IDFC Bank earlier. So this is a new subsidiary for Beam. What is Beam? Beam is a mobile payment app. It's a mobile payment app that was launched by NPCI based on UPI. Beam app was launched on 30th of December 2016 to encourage cashless transactions. Let me also tell you that now the UPI limit for your tax payments is now 5 lakh rupees per transaction. Earlier it was 1 lakh, now it has been increased to 5 lakh. As per a new announcement by Hockey India, who among the following will be the new head coach for Indian junior men's hockey team? So PR Srijesh, no time to relax, the legendary Indian hockey goalkeeper. He won the bronze medal recently. Exceptional performer, exceptional human being from Kerala. He was in fact one of the people in the closing ceremony also. So Manu Bhakar and PR Srijesh, they both were in the closing ceremony hoisting the Indian flag. Earlier it was only Manu Bhakar, but later his name was also added. So he is from Ernakulam in Kerala. So he will be the new head coach for the Indian junior men's hockey team. And he has been a multiple times medalist, 2 times Olympic medalist. He won the bronze medal in the last Olympics as well. He's a 2 times Asian gold medalist, Asian Games bronze medalist, 2 times Commonwealth Games silver medalist. I mean, what is it that he has not won? From the Arjuna Award to the Major Dhyanchand Khel Ratan Award, World Games Athlete of the Year, FIH Best Goalkeeper of the Year. I mean, he has won it all. According to a recent statement by former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, she could have contributed to remain in power. She could have continued to remain in power if she had given Bangladesh's which island to United States of America. I mean, I cannot be sure whether it's true or not, but this island is in news. So do remember, it's St. Martin's Island. You can see St. Martin's Island is not very far from the Andaman and Nicobar, right? And it is located, of course, in the Bay of Bengal. So she's saying that if I had given the St. Martin's Island to America America may have wanted to set up a military base there, who knows, then America would not do this conspiracy to oust me. So she's blaming America, and we can only guess what happened. So and it is 9 kilometers away from the southern tip of the Bangladesh's Cox's Bazar Teknaf Peninsula. So it is mostly a flat island, and it is Bangladesh's only coral island. So this island was once a part of Teknaf Peninsula of Bangladesh, but later it gradually got submerged into the sea. So she is saying that if I had given St. Martin's Island to America, then America would be happy. Now this island has a lot of names. It is called Coconut Island by some people. Sometimes it is also known as Cinnamon Island. It is the only coral island of Bangladesh. Only coral island of Bangladesh, right? And Mohammad Yunus is heading the interim government in Bangladesh. Who has been appointed as the new Cabinet Secretary of India? Look, if you are an IS officer, it is your dream to retire as a Cabinet Secretary. Cabinet Secretary is the highest position in bureaucracy. This is as high as an IS officer in India can get. There is nothing more aspirational position than a Cabinet Secretary. So it is Mr. TV Somnathan. He is the new Cabinet Secretary and he replaces Mr. Rajiv Gaba. Rajiv Gaba served as Cabinet Secretary for 5 years, which is a record. And TV Somnathan will be initially for a 2-year tenure. His tenure starts on 30th of August 2024. And TV Somnathan in the past has held important positions, right? So he is a IAS officer of the Tamil Nadu cadre. Tamil Nadu cadre. Who was the first Cabinet Secretary of India? N.R. Pillai. N.R. Pillai. Which of the following state has approved the river linking project Vai-Ganga Nal-Ganga river linking project? So 426 kilometer river linking project Van-Ganga to Nal-Ganga. The cost will be 87,342 crore rupees. By the way, which was the first river linking project in India? It was Ken-Betwa in Madhya Pradesh. Ken and Betwa both are tributaries of Yamuna. They both were linked. So in Madhya Pradesh, that was the first river linking project in India. And this is a project in Maharashtra. The answer is Maharashtra. And what will happen because of linking of two rivers? 3.7 lakh hectare of agriculture land in 6 districts. Basically, there are these 6 districts in Maharashtra where suicide rate is very high. There is lack of water. So when you link the river, the water shortage will be minimized. Water shortage will be minimized. So it will be very useful in the Vidarbha region. So what will happen in this river linking project? I will tell you. Look, there is a dam called Gosi Khurd Dam. Gosi Khurd Dam. Okay, this dam is there on the Van-Ganga, and the excess water in the Gosi Khurd Dam will be diverted to Nal-Ganga Dam. Nal-Ganga Dam is on the Nal-Ganga river in Buldhana district of Vidarbha. Buldhana district of Vidarbha. And Gosi Khurd Dam is located in Bhandara district of Maharashtra. Bhandara district of Maharashtra. So which are the 6 districts that will be benefited by linking these 2 dams? So Nagpur, Wardha, Amravati, Yavatamal, Akola and Buldhana. I repeat once more. Nagpur, Wardha, Amravati, Yavatamal, Akola and Buldhana. These 6 districts will be benefited. So Western Vidarbha faces a lot of rain deficit, resulting in crop loss and financial distress to the farmers, leading to suicides. Now this project was proposed by Devendra Fadnavis in 2018, but it did not go on the floor and finally it is taking place. And by the way, Vai-Ganga river is not a small river. So Vai-Ganga is a tributary of the Godavari river. And this river originates from the Sioni district of Madhya Pradesh in the Mahadev Hills. Mahadev Hills, right? And Vai-Ganga then joins the Wardha river in Gadchiroli in Maharashtra, right? Vai-Ganga, after joining the Wardha, is known as the Pranhita river. So Vai-Ganga meets the Wardha river in Maharashtra in Gadchiroli, then we start calling it the Pranhita river. Now Gosi Khurd Dam that I told you, Gosi Khurd Dam is also known as the Indra Sagar Dam. You can also call it the Indra Sagar Dam. It was the foundation of the dam was led by Srimati Indira Gandhi in 1984. And Gosi Khurd Dam, you can call it. It is located in Bhandara district of Maharashtra. And what about the Nal-Ganga river? So Nal-Ganga river is a tributary of the Purna river. It is a tributary of the Purna river. So this river originates in the Buldhana district of Maharashtra. Buldhana district of Maharashtra. Who among the following has been named as the co-flag bearers for India at the closing ceremony of the Paris Olympic Games? So P.R. Srijesh and Manu Bhakar. They both were very deserving flag bearers for India in the closing ceremony. P.R. Srijesh won the bronze medal as a part of the hockey men's team, and P.R. Srijesh is now the coach of the youth team of Indian hockey men's team. Manu Bhakar won the 2 bronze medals in the air pistol 10 meter. So they both were the flag bearers. And who was the flag bearer of India in the opening ceremony. So it was PV Sindhu and Achanta Sharat Kamal. PV Sindhu is a 2 times Olympic medalist in badminton, and Sharat Kamal is 10 times national champion in table tennis. Right? So remember the name of both the flag bearers in the opening as well as the closing ceremony. And PV Sindhu won once again in the 10-meter air pistol event category, in the mixed event, and in the women single event. And India performed relatively well in the Olympic Games. And let me tell you that Abhinav Bindra, he was given recently the Olympic Order Award, which is the highest award given by the International Olympic Committee. Olympic Order for his outstanding contribution to the Olympic movement. Indian Space Research Organization has successfully launched the Earth Observation Satellite EOS-08. This satellite has not carried which payload? Payload means something that you put in a satellite. So electro-optical infrared payload has been there. SIC UV dosimeter is there, and Global Navigation Satellite System reflectrometry payload is there. Large Area X-ray Proportional Counter LEX PC is not a part of it. Now this satellite was launched from Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. And Earth Observation Satellite is basically a remote sensing satellite. It takes the photographs and videos of the Earth from a distance. And it was launched using which rocket? This is the Small Satellite Launch Vehicle D3. SSLV D3, right? So basically SSLV we are using for small satellites. We don't need to waste PSLV or GSLV for those. We can simply use the SSLV rockets for the same. And it carried the 3 things that I told you: the electro-optical infrared payload, the Global Navigation System reflectrometry payload GNSSR, and SIC UV dosimeter. And they have different functions. For example, EOIR will capture the images in the mid wavelength and long wave IR bands, infrared bands, and GNSS will be used for navigation purpose. It will be using remote sensing apps for ocean surface, wind analysis, soil moisture assessment, studies of the ice of the Himalayan region, flood detection, all of these things. And SIC UV, ultraviolet, basically it will be sensing the ultraviolet rays in the universe. So that is what is the job of all of these, right? These payloads were carried. And who accomplished this mission? This mission was accomplished by New Space India Limited. So New Space India Limited is basically producing SSLV for the commercial operations of ISRO. And NSIL is in any case is the commercial arm of ISRO. In fact, NSIL recently made a satellite also, communication satellite called GSAT-20. This is the latest communication satellite made by NSIL, and NSIL is headquartered in Bangalore. And NSIL, let me tell you, will also launch the Optimus spacecraft of Australia. This is as part of the Space Maitri mission. And Australia, by the way, recently organized the Pitch Black exercise. It's an Air Force exercise where multiple countries, they participated. Pitch Black. Moving on, recently, which organization has launched the artificial intelligence based National Pest Surveillance System that will help the farmers to connect with agriculture scientists and experts on controlling the pest using their phone. So National Pest Surveillance System has been launched by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. What is National Pest Surveillance System? So it is an artificial intelligence based National Pest Surveillance System. It will help the farmers to connect with agriculture scientists on phone calls. The aim is to reduce the dependence of the farmers on the pesticides, right? And have a scientific approach towards pest management. So NPSS will help 14 crore farmers in India. We should identify the pest and then control it. And pest will be identified using the artificial intelligence. So what farmers will do? They will take the photographs of their field, of the crops, etc. And then they will upload it on the NPSS platform. And then scientists will tell which pest is that and how to manage it, how to accurately manage it. No need to use pesticide, or if at all, which pesticides to use. That will be the idea behind it. And which is the best agriculture institute in India according to the NIRF ranking? It is the PUSA Institute, also known as Indian Agriculture Research Institute, that is based in PUSA, New Delhi. And by the way, Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi has recently launched 109 new varieties of 61 crops. All of these are developed by ICAR, like different colleges, different institutions which work under ICAR, right? So they, for example, there is a variety of groundnut called Girnar 6. There is a variety of chickpea which is called Nandyal 1267. There is a variety of rice called CR Dhan 416 which can grow even in the salt water condition. This is a rice variety. Then there is a cashew variety called Netra Jumbo 1 and Netra Ganga. These are the varieties of that. And there are millet varieties like Puja 1801 and Pusa 2002. These are millet varieties. And Clean Plant Program, which will be implemented by National Horticulture Board and Indian Council of Agriculture Research, has been launched with outlay of 1765 crore to provide disease-free plants to the farmers. As per recent information, government is set to launch a monthly radio program aimed at bringing scientific knowledge to the farmers. What is the name of this program? The name of this program is Kissan Kat. So just like PM Modi has Man Ki Baat, now there will be the Baat of the Kisan, or we will conversate with the Kisan. We will bring to you what Kisan thinks and what he wants to hear. So Kissan Ki Baat will benefit the farmers. It's a monthly radio program and it will bring scientific knowledge to the farmers. So this initiative wants to modernize the agriculture practices in India and empower the farmers with cutting-edge scientific information. So this program will feature the agriculture scientist, department officials, minister himself, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, agriculture minister, and they will revitalize India's agriculture sector. Another important thing, the agriculture minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan, he has said that 18,000 crore will be spent on setting up 100 horticulture clusters in India in the next 5 years. 100 horticulture clusters in India will be set up, and 18,000 crore expenditure will be done on setting up 100 horticulture clusters. These will be export oriented. Right? So this will definitely boost the exports of the farmers of India. That is what is the purpose. By the way, recently, Indian Council of Agriculture Research has launched two non-basmati, it is a basmati rice, but non-transgenic. Non-transgenic means it does not have a foreign gene. Non-transgenic variety of herbicide tolerant rice. What is the name? Pusa Basmati 1979 and Pusa Basmati 1985. It is basmati rice but non-transgenic. It does not have a foreign gene. Now what is the name of the mutated gene? ALS gene. They have a mutation of a gene, but they have not taken any foreign gene. So the farmers, when they spray herbicide, which is called imazethapyr, the rice will not be affected because it is herbicide tolerant. And of course, Ministry of Agriculture, they have created a fund called AgriSure Fund, which will have outlay of 750 crore rupees. So this is to support the agriculture startups in India. India and Israel, they have launched a joint project to set up a center of water technology at which institute? Israel is a champion in water conservation. Even the drip irrigation, you must have heard in agriculture, drip irrigation was launched by Israel for the first time. They are the discoverers of drip irrigation. So they are launching this center for, Center of Water Technology at IIT Madras. And according to the NIRF rankings recently, IIT Madras is the #1 institution in India in the overall category, and it is also the best engineering college of India according to NIRF rankings. So formal agreement was made between both the governments, and this will help in sustainable water management. So this Center of Water Technology will be set up as a part of the Amrut mission, Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. Currently we have Amrut 2, and this is a mission under the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So Center of Water Technology will find sustainable solutions for urban water supply and advancing India's water technology capabilities. Now a little bit about Amrut 2. So Amrut 2 will run from 2021-22 all the way till 2025-26. It was launched in October 2021. And what is the target of that? Well, there are two targets. So 500 Amrut cities are there. 500 Amrut cities, we want to have sewage treatment in all of them. And there are 4700 urban local bodies, we want to make them water secure. So give them tap water connection, for example, make them water secure. Let us move on now. World Health Organization has declared which disease as a public health emergency of international concern. So this is nothing but Mpox. Now look, earlier it used to be called as monkeypox, but the word monkey is considered a racist word. So now it is simply called as Mpox. It is a public health emergency of international concern. Now there are more than 100 countries in the world where this has spread. It is spreading very quickly. In fact, there are more than 15,000 cases now, and there are already 537 deaths this year because of Mpox. So, for example, the countries like Democratic Republic of Congo, huge number of cases, and even in other African countries. So there is a new strain of Mpox which is called Clade 1b. It is spreading very quickly in the DRC, Clade 1b, and nearby countries also like Rwanda, Uganda, Burundi, Kenya, all of this. So public health emergency of international concern is a serious health event that can affect multiple countries and potentially turn into a pandemic of gigantic proportions. By the way, Mpox, let me tell you a little bit about it. So Mpox, as I said, earlier it used to be called as monkeypox, and it is a virus disease that is mostly found in Central Africa and West Africa, but now it is spreading very quickly. So this disease was discovered in monkeys in 1958, but it spreads mainly through the rodents like rats. So stay away from rats, by the way. Yes, it was discovered in monkeys, but it spreads mostly from rodents like rats and mice and all of that, right? And in human beings, it was discovered for the first time in 1970. 1970. So what are the symptoms? But symptoms are very similar to smallpox. So there are there are rashes on your body, there are swollen lymph nodes, and very similar to smallpox, you have these lesions on your body. And yeah, so the disease can spread between people from one person to another. It can spread very quickly through the respiratory droplet. For example, if one person has Mpox and he sneezes near you, please run away from there, So from body fluids, from respiratory fluids, it can spread very quickly. Government of India has relaxed long-term capital gains rules on real estate, which will provide relief to property owners in India. Now the property owners will have the option to choose between two tax rates, either a dash rate with indexation benefit or a dash rate without indexation. So either they can pay 20% long-term capital gain with the benefit of indexation or 12.5% without indexation, right? They can choose. This is for those properties which are purchased before 23rd of July 2024, right? So what is the meaning of indexation? Now the question is, what is indexation? Well, let's say you purchased a property for 1 crore. Okay, you purchased a property for 1 crore in 2010. Now in 2024, you sold the property for 2 crore. Does that mean your profit, capital gain is 1 crore? No. Let's take indexation into consideration. See, 1 crore, there will be inflation also, no, in 14 years. So you adjust this 1 crore for inflation. So let's say this 1 crore becomes 1.5 crore. Adjustment for inflation. For example, if you had purchased this property, then for 1 crore, but you factor in your inflation also. What if you did not purchase this property for 1 crore? It will be lying in your bank account and you will be earning money also, no? 7-8% every year FD. So that you are losing, right? So that would have become 1.5 crore now. Just to give you one example, to make you understand. Indexation. You adjust this 1 crore for inflation. And therefore, 1.5 crore, 2 crore you have sold it for. So your capital gain is 50 lakh rupees. Okay, 50 lakh rupees. So how does it work? How much tax will you pay? See, if you pay with indexation benefit, then you pay 20% of 50 lakh. So 20% of 50 lakh, that is 10 lakh rupees tax you have to pay. Now let us understand the second criteria. Okay, So 1 crore and now it is 2 crore without indexation. So without indexation, your profit is 1 crore and you pay 12.5% of that. So your tax will be 12.5 lakh rupees. In earlier case, it was 10 lakh. So it is up to you. Obviously, you would want to pay less tax. So I think this will be better for you. See, they have left it in your hands. You can consider indexation. If you consider indexation, if you want indexation benefit, then pay 20%. If you don't want indexation benefit, pay 12.5%. Okay, it is in your hands. Government has made you the decider. You decide. You want to go to the old slab or you want to go to the new slab. Indian Navy has authorized which of the following company to construct 6 advanced submarine in partnership with Germany's ThyssenKrupp marine system under the Project 75 India initiative. Extremely important question. And I told you that time, Mazagadak shipbuilder has partnered with Germany company ThyssenKrupp and now they will manufacture the 6 advanced submarine under Project 75I. This project is worth approximately 60,000 crore. 60,000 crore, right? Now, whom did they compete against? They competed against Larsen Toubro and Navantia. So Navantia is a company from Spain. Larsen Toubro is an Indian company. This team was on one side and this team was defeated now by ThyssenKrupp and Mazagadak shipbuilder. So Mazagadak shipbuilder has got the contract for making these submarines. And this is Project 75I. So earlier we had a Project 75 where Kalvari, Khanderi, Karanj, Vela, Wagir and Wagshir 6 submarines were made. Now this is a new project. 6 more submarines will be made, and then government has decided that we will have one more project called Project 76. In that also 6 more conventional submarines will be made. But very less details are available as of now for Project 76. More details when they will come, I will tell you. Mazagadak shipbuilder completed 250 years of service to the nation. Which of the following country will host the 3rd Voice of the Global South Summit? Global South means what? South-South cooperation. Global South means the developing countries of the world together. They are called Global South because most of the developing countries, the poor countries of the world, they are located south of the equator in the southern hemisphere. That is why it is called Global South. So India hosted the 3rd Voice of Global South Summit. And they talked about food and energy security, climate change, all the global pressing global issues, right? It was held in a virtual format. It was held in a virtual format. And what was the theme? An empowered global south for a sustainable future. An empowered global south for a sustainable future. This was the theme. This was the theme, right? And the previous 2 meetings of the Voice of the Global South happened in 2023. According to the recent report released by Securities and Exchange Board of India, which of the following country leads the FPI in India for the financial year 2024? So one is FDI, of course, one is FPI. What is the difference between the two? In FDI, what happens is if somebody invests, then they will take a stake in your company, which is not very liquid. For example, if there is a company called ABC, American company, they want to acquire 20% stake in StudyIQ, then they can do it, but they cannot withdraw this investment easily, right? Whereas in FPI, what they do is they occupy the shares of the company in the stock market so that they can sell it anytime. So FPI therefore is a very volatile investment. It is a short-term investment. It is a very volatile investment. So America is the answer. India is getting maximum FPI from America. From America. When I say maximum, I mean the number of FPIs, right? So there were 3,457 FPIs from America who made investment in India. And second was Luxembourg. So Luxembourg 1,393 and Canada was third 804. 804, right? So in financial year 24, by the way, the maximum FPI inflows happened. Maximum FPI's inflows happened, right? How much money came? Well, the assets that came through FPI, 69.5 lakh crore. 69.5 lakh crore. This much investment came in India through the FPIs. Through the FPIs. Understood? And what is AUC? Assets under custody. We call it assets under custody. So 69.5 lakh crore. And this is an increase of 42.8% compared to the financial year 23. Compared to the financial year 23. So very nice uh, analysis, right? So US had the highest number of FPI registrations in India, and even if you see in so that I told you about the number of FPI, right? The number of people who are investing. And now tell me, out of this much money, maximum came from which country? Again, USA. 39.2% came from USA. Second was Singapore. Second, even though the registered FPIs from Singapore are not in top 3, but Singapore was second, 9.8%, and third was Luxembourg, which contributed 7.1%. Which contributed 7.1%. So this is the segregation of the assets under custody. Let me also tell you that Praveena Rai has been made the managing director and CEO of Multi-Commodity Exchange. Multi-Commodity Exchange. And don't forget that National Stock Exchange has completed 10 crore retail investors. Most of them, more than 40% of them, are from North India. Second is West India, then we have South India, and the least come from East India. This was also announced recently. What is the primary aim of the recently launched Him Unnati initiative that was launched by the government of Himachal Pradesh? So Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu, the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, he started Him Unnati. Him Unnati basically is to promote natural farming. Natural farming or Prakritik Kheti as we call it. So 150 crore rupees will be spent on this scheme. And basically 1.92 lakh farmers, they are already practicing chemical free farming. So in natural farming, it is chemical free, pesticides free, it is fertilizer free, right? So 1.92 lakh farmers in Himachal are already practicing it on more than 32,000 hectare of land. But of course, things can always get better. So government will teach the natural farming to the farmers, and it will focus on making the agriculture sector commercially viable, because when you don't put chemicals, when you don't put pesticides, when you don't put fertilizer, your input cost decreases. So farming becomes more commercially profitable and viable, right? So the government, what they will do, they will basically combine the small holding farmers in order to enable bulk production and ensure a sufficient marketable surplus. So for example, if there is a farmer with a small piece of land, then many farmers will have very small pieces of land. They will be joined together to create a big piece of land where natural farming will take place. In this scheme, government will also do the soil testing, and after soil testing, they will suggest which nutrients to put. So nutrient management will be done to increase the soil productivity. So this scheme will benefit small farmers, marginal farmers, including women, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and BPL families. So it will generate self-employment opportunities for approximately 50,000 farmers by setting up 2,600 agricultural clusters. 2,600 agricultural clusters will be set up as a part of the scheme. It will benefit 50,000 farmers. 50,000 farmers, right? And it will increase the productivity in Himachal of vegetables and cereals by 15 to 20%. By 15 to 20%. And when you make the farmer self-employed, we call it Rajiv Gandhi Startup Yojana. Rajiv Gandhi Startup Yojana, and this is the third phase of Rajiv Gandhi Startup Yojana. So basically, the Him Unnati scheme has been linked with the Rajiv Gandhi Startup Yojana as well. We want to create the jobs for the farmer, and farmers help them to become entrepreneurs, also help them to adopt natural farming. So both of these schemes go hand in hand. Let me also tell you, there is a place in Himachal called Nar. It is a restaurant, Nar, and the word Nar means fire in Kashmiri language. It is a restaurant started by chef Pratik Sadhu, and it is in Himachal. This restaurant, then there is Manam Chocolate in Hyderabad, and then there is the Museum of Solutions in Mumbai. All these three places were designated as among the world's greatest places by the Time magazine. Moving on, West Bengal government has teamed up with which of the following organizations to encourage fathers to play an active role in promoting breastfeeding among the new mothers. So West Bengal government will work very closely with UNICEF. The answer is UNICEF. And what will they do? Well, they will encourage the fathers to play a more active role in promoting breastfeeding among the new mothers. So this initiative aims to enhance the family support for breastfeeding and improve the rate of exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months of a child's life. This is recommended by WHO, that at least for the 6 months, child should be fed mother's milk. Child should be fed mother's milk. So this campaign will be run by the Women and Child Development Department of the West Bengal government in partnership with UNICEF. In partnership with UNICEF. Which of the following organization or company has developed a bulletproof jacket consisting of lightest front hard armor panel for which novel material along with new processes have been used? This bulletproof jacket has been made by Indian company only, Indian organization called DRDO. DRDO bulletproof jacket, and it has a very lightweight front hard armor panel. So bulletproof jacket project is under DRDO. It is under DRDO. Very, very important. And it is one of the lightest bulletproof jacket, right? So 10.1 kg is the weight. Just 10.1 kg is the weight for the medium size bulletproof jacket. And it can be used in different operations by the Indian Army. Different operations by the Indian Army. Also, DRDO has recently created a bomb called Gaurav. Now, Gaurav is a bomb. It's a long range glide bomb. And if you throw it from the aircraft, you can throw it at a distance of 100 km, and it is a 1000 kg bomb. It has been designed and developed by Research Center Imarat, which is a laboratory of DRDO. Who among the following has received the Olympic laurel at the opening ceremony of Olympics in Paris in France? Olympic laurel was given to a legendary person called Filippo Grandi. Who is Filippo Grandi? He is United Nations High Commissioner for Refugee. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugee Filippo Grandi. UNHCR is the organization that is based in Geneva in Switzerland. He got the Olympic laurel. So he is the third recipient of the Olympic laurel. Right? And the first Olympic laurel was given to Kip Keino in 2016. He's a 2 times Olympic champion. And second Olympic laurel was given to Muhammad Yunus of Bangladesh. He's a Nobel Peace Prize winner also. It was given in 2020. And now the third Olympic laurel is given to Filippo Grandi. Now look, Olympic laurel is a distinction given by International Olympic Committee to honor those people who have made significant contribution in the field of education, culture and development. The Olympic laurel was started in 2016. So first time it was given in 2016, then 2020, and now finally 2024. A renowned personality who is regarded as the father of Agni missiles in India passed away. What was his name? So it's a huge loss for India that a very eminent person, Naran Agarwal, he passed away. Naran Agarwal, he was the director of the Agni program. And he was also the director of Advanced Systems Laboratory, Hyderabad. Right? In fact, former President of India, APJ Abdul Kalam, he used to trust him a lot. And Agni program was one of the key to the integrated guided missile development program, which made 5 missiles called Patna, Prithvi, Agni, Trishul, Nag and Akash. So he was given Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan. He got the Padma Bhushan in the year 2000. Agni, you know, is a surface-to-surface ballistic missile. Recently, Union government has launched a unique digital geospatial platform called Krishi Decision Support System, or Krishi DSS in short. It is developed jointly by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare and which department? So, as the name says, Krishi DSS, I'll tell you more about it, but first the answer, Department of Space. Department of Space. It's a digital geospatial platform and it is developed by Ministry of Agriculture and Department of Space. So what exactly this is? Now look, this is a geospatial platform. What is geospatial? So for example, let's say this is your land and this is your brother's farmhouse. Now there is some property dispute on this area. What you can do, you can take the satellite images and you can demarcate this area properly so that there is no dispute over the land. This is an example of geospatial. Geospatial means space, you know, geospatial. When we use satellite data, that is called geospatial data. So, you know, this geospatial data, what it does, it captures very minute details from very vast fields to the smallest of soil particles. And how it is helpful? Well, what we do is we take satellite images, we use it for weather information, we use it for reservoir storage, like how much water is there in the dams, we can see it from the satellite very clearly. Groundwater level we can measure using satellite data. Soil health, how is the soil at a place? We can get to know about soil moisture also now, water storage, crop condition, dry spells, etc. So Krishi DSS will tell you everything. It will give you the soil data, soil pH, soil nutrients, soil health. It will help us in understanding the cropping patterns. It will help us in drought monitoring, flood monitoring. So it will help in data-driven decision making insofar as agriculture is concerned. So Krishi DSS platform will be very useful in that regard. Understood? And also the Ministry of Agriculture, they have went one step ahead and they have launched something called National Pest Surveillance System. So what farmer needs to do is take a photo of the farmhouse or the crops and upload it on the National Pest Surveillance System. And using artificial intelligence, it will tell you exactly which pest is that. And then there will be agriculture scientists, agriculture experts who will be on the platform who will tell the farmers to use latest tools to control the pest. They will focus on controlling the pest. So, and of course, Ministry of Agriculture has started a Clean Plant program with an outlay of 1765 crore. It will be managed by National Horticulture Board and Indian Council of Agriculture Research, where disease-free plants will be provided to the farmers. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has inaugurated a newly constructed state-of-the-art Indian Coast Guard Maritime Rescue Coordination Center building where Indian Coast Guard works under which ministry? Indian Coast Guard works under the Ministry of Defense. Please note Army, Navy, Air Force and Indian Coast Guard, they work under the Ministry of Defense, and all the CAPF, they work under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Centrally Armed Police Forces like BSF, CRPF, CISF, National Security Guard, Assam Rifles, they all work under the Ministry of Home Affairs. So Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, as the name says, during disaster, they will coordinate the maritime rescue efforts. So it has been launched recently in Chennai. It has been launched in Chennai Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, right? And then there is a Regional Marine Pollution Response Center which has been opened in Chennai. Regional Marine Pollution Response Center in Chennai, right? That will help in the marine pollution management. And he also opened a Coast Guard Air Enclave in Puducherry. Coast Guard Air Enclave. So Air Enclave will be equipped with Chetak helicopter and advanced light helicopter squadron that will enhance the aerial surveillance. So basically, helicopters and all, they will increase the power of the Indian Coast Guard. Indian Coast Guard, by the way, it was established in 1977 and it works under the Ministry of Defense. And in fact, Indian Coast Guard, they recently launched a software called Suvidha software version 1. This was launched during their annual training conference in Visakhapatnam. It's a cutting edge tool to enhance the training protocols. Suvidha software will help in the proper training and having implemented the best practices. Understood that? And Indian Coast Guard, they also did a pollution response seminar in West Bengal recently. It was held in Haldia. Which state has become third in India after Bihar and Kerala to announce menstrual leave for working women? Recently, if you remember, even the Sikkim High Court started the menstrual leave for working women. And now, which is the third state after Bihar and Kerala? It is Odisha. So this decision was taken by Odisha. So 1 day leave, you can take a leave for 1 day for menstrual leave. It will be granted to the women employees, which they can avail either on the first or the second day of the menstrual cycle, which is the toughest. So on the first day or the second day of the menstrual cycle, you can take a 1 day leave, all paid leave. It's a paid leave. So it is the third state after, and it applies to both the women in the private sector and the public sector. So it will apply to both. Currently, Bihar and Kerala, they are the only two states that provide menstrual leave. In Bihar, the women government employees, they can take 2 days period leave per month up to the age of 45, of course. And Kerala government, they have fixed the attendance limit for female students at 73%, including menstrual leave. So in that way, there are different ways by which they give the leave. Also in Odisha, Annapurti, this is the first rice ATM. It has been opened by World Food Program. It has been opened in Bhubaneswar, in Mancheshwar. There is a place called Mancheshwar. It is called Annapurti. It can dispense 25 kgs of rice in one go. UN General Assembly, they have officially launched a new index. It's a data-driven index called Multidimensional Vulnerability Index. What is the main purpose of this index? Well, as the name says, it is to basically help the small island states SIDS, we call them small island developing states. Basically, these are countries only, but we call them small island developing states. And developing nations, the Global South, recently the third Global South Summit happened in India. It was virtual, gain access to low interest financing. So these nations always need a lot of loan. They are capital deficient. So we should give them the low concessional loans, low interest financing, right? So it's a new international quantitative benchmark to measure structural vulnerability and the lack of structural resilience that is faced by the small island developing country. So we will measure their GDP also, but multidimensional vulnerability index will find out which small island developing countries are there who are very vulnerable, and therefore they need more loans. They need low interest development financing, right? So that they can become resilient to the external shocks like climate change. Because some of these small island developing states, they are very, very vulnerable to the climate change, So that is why. And how many small island developing countries are there? SIDS, we call them. So there are 39 countries. There are 39 countries which we call them small island developing countries. 39 countries, right? And recently they had a meeting also where, so they had a meeting recently in Antigua and Barbuda. They had their fourth meeting recently in Antigua and Barbuda, right? Fourth international meeting, SIDS 4, Antigua and Barbuda. Which of the following country has topped the medal tally at the Summer Olympics? So you can see America topped the medal tally. Gold medals were equal, 40 each, but you can see silver medal America had more, and even bronze medal America had more. Total 126 medals America won. China 91, third was Japan 45. You can see Australia won more medals, 53, but number of gold determines. So Japan has more gold medals than Australia. Australia was fourth, France was fifth. France was fifth. So these are the top countries in the medal tally. It's an important question. Definitely, it's an important question. And you should know the rank of India also. Look, you should know the rank of India. I think you should know the rank of Pakistan as well, right? So the answer is United States of America. The motto of the Olympics was Games Wide Open, and the Ferrages was the mascot. Ferrages. Which sport was added for the first time? Break dancing, also known as breaking. It was added for the first time. Russia and Belarus, they were banned from participating in the Paris Olympics due to their involvement in the Ukraine war. India was ranked 71 in the medal tally. India was ranked 71. India sent 117 athletes, 70 men and 47 women. India competed in 16 sports and 69 medal events. Who was the oldest Indian athlete? Rohan Bopanna, tennis, 44 years old. He was the oldest Indian to participate. Manu Bhakar, as you know, won 2 medals, one with Sarabjot Singh, one alone in the 10-meter air pistol. Swapnil Kusale, so he won the bronze medal in the men's 50-meter rifle event. Swapnil Kusale from Maharashtra. And hockey, we won the bronze medal. Neeraj Chopra won the javelin silver. Aman Sehrawat won the men's freestyle bronze medal in the 57 kilogram wrestling event, right? So do remember. And basically, one more thing I will add here. Serbia player Novak Djokovic, he has now won the Golden Slam. What is Golden Slam? He is only the 5th player in tennis history to win the Golden Slam. Golden Slam means you win all the 4 Grand Slams plus the Olympic gold medal. So the only people who have done it are Serena Williams, Rafael Nadal, Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf, and now he is the 5th one. And by the way, there was a refugee Olympic team. Just in case you don't know, there was a refugee Olympic team. So there was a refugee Olympic team. They played under the International Olympic Committee flag. So there is a Cindy Winner. Her name is Cindy Winner. She is the first ever athlete to win a medal for the refugee Olympic team. She was born in Cameroon. She's been living in England for the last 15 years, but her citizenship status is not very clear. So she represented International Olympic Committee's refugee Olympic team. Refugee Olympic team was set up in 2016. It represents millions of displaced people who don't have a nationality. And by the way, there is American Katie Ledecky. Remember these names. These can be asked. Katie Ledecky. She made Olympic history with 9th gold medal in swimming. So she has the all-time women's record now. Then there is United Nations High Commissioner for Refugee, Filippo Grandi. He was given the Olympic Laurel Award. This award was started in 2016 and only awarded 3rd time. It is given to those people who make a change in the society, who bring a change through sports. Through sports. Recently, Atal Innovation Mission has partnered with which organization, and it has invited applications from startups and MSMEs from India and Australia for climate smart agri-tech cohort of India Australia Rapid Innovation and Startup Expansion Accelerator Program. See, in India, you know that there is this organization called Niti Aayog. Everybody knows it. Now, Niti Aayog, they launched Atal Innovation Mission. This also you must be knowing. Now, they have partnered with the organization from Australia called CSIRO, that is Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organization, which is based in Australia. And together they are working on a program called RISE. What is RISE? So RISE basically means Rapid Innovation and Startup Expansion Accelerator Program. They want to help the startups, especially those startups which are into climate change, which are into agriculture technology, etc. So RISE Accelerator Program is designed to support businesses aiming for international expansion between the two countries. So if there is an Indian startup wants to expand to Australia, and if there is an Australian startup which wants to expand to India, so they will help them through the RISE program. So this is a collaboration between CSIRO from Australia and Niti Aayog's Atal Innovation Mission from India. And this program will start in 2024 October, and it will be approximately for 9 months. So how will they help the startups? Well, they will help the startups and the MSMEs. Startups and MSMEs, they will be eligible for up to 45 lakh rupees of non-equity grant. So non-equity grant simply means it is like a gift, because they are not in return, they are not taking any stake in your company, right? So non-equity means they don't want any share in your company, and they want to basically give it to you as a gift, as a grant to support you. And by the way, this program, RISE Accelerator Program, it started first time in 2023. And the idea is to support startups and MSMEs in adapting to new technologies and to expanding to new markets. So very nice question. And by the way, when did the Niti Aayog start the Atal Innovation Mission? They started it in 2016. They started it in 2016. Lok Sabha Speaker has named, Lok Sabha Speaker you know very well, it is Mr. Om Birla, his constituency is Kota. So he has named the constituents of the 6 new parliamentary committees, including the Public Accounts Committee, which examines the government expenditure. So who among the following has been appointed as the chairperson of the Public Accounts Committee? Public Accounts Committee, the chairperson will be Mr. K.C. Venugopal. He is a Congress member of Parliament. And let me tell you all the 6 committees. So here are the 6 committee, but there is one committee for which they have not they have not still appointed the chairman. So that is why I've written 5 committees here. So let us take a look at them one by one. Ganesh Singh, he is a BJP member of parliament from Satna in Madhya Pradesh. He has been appointed as the chairman of the Committee on Welfare of OBCs. And about OBC, you also remember that there is a committee on sub-categorization of reservation for the OBC that is headed by Rohini, Justice Rohini. That is called Justice Rohini Commission. That is for the sub-categorization in the OBCs. So BJP MP from Satna, Ganesh Singh, will be the chairman of the Committee on Welfare on OBC. BJP Lok Sabha member of Parliament from Mandla constituency, again Mandla constituency is in Madhya Pradesh, Fagan Singh Kulaste. He has been appointed as the chairman of the Committee on the Welfare of the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes. Then we have BJP Lok Sabha member of Parliament from Kendrapada in Odisha, Baijan Jay Panda. So he has been appointed as the chairman of the Committee on Public Undertakings. Senior Congress member of Parliament K.C. Venugopal is the chairman of the Committee on Public Account, and BJP member of Parliament Sanjay Jaiswal has been appointed as the chairman of the Committee on Estimates. Chairman of the Committee on Estimates. So these are the 5 committees so far, and we'll see when the committee that is remaining. So what is that committee? That is called Joint Committee on the Office of Profit. So for that, the chairman is not appointed so far, but for the other 5 it has been, and all the committees are very important. You should definitely know it from the exam point of view. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, they have approved the proposal of Airport Authority of India for development of a new civil enclave at which of the following airports in West Bengal with an estimated cost of 1549 crore. First of all, what is the meaning of civil enclave? So let us say this is an airport, okay? And this airport has 2 types of areas. So this in the red is the military area. Military uses it for their own purposes, okay? And the one in the blue is the civil area that is used for normal like people like you and me for boarding the flights. Now, sometimes what happens is you convert one part of the military area into a civil area that can be used for civil aviation purposes. That is called civil enclave. So civil enclave is what? Civil enclave is a part of the military part of an airport that is used for civil aviation purposes. Okay. So this is the Bagdogra airport. Bagdogra airport, which is located in Siliguri in West Bengal. So if you have to go to Darjeeling for tourism, you have to land at this airport. In fact, if you want to go to Sikkim for roaming around for tourism, then also most people they land on Bagdogra airport only, and then they take a bus and then they go to Sikkim. Okay. Yes, in Sikkim I agree, lot of airports are coming up like the Pakyong airport and all, but still the connectivity is not as much as desired. So people they go to Bagdogra airport only. So yeah, so this has been this was a proposal of Airport Authority of India, and finally it has been accepted. And Airport Authority of India works under the Ministry of Civil Aviation. Airport Authority of India was set up in 1995. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has approved the proposal of Airport Authority of India for development of civil enclave at one more place. I told you Bagdogra airport. Now one more at a cost of 14-13 crore. So this civil enclave will be at the Bhita airport in Patna. Bhita airport. Also the Patna airport, they are expanding it now, right? They are expanding it. So you can see that they want 50 lakh passengers capacity. Like Patna airport should be expanded. So they are also proposing a new integrated terminal building, which will come up in the Bhita airport in Patna. Bhita airport in Patna. And Patna airport will now have a capacity of 5 million or 50 lakh passengers per annum. 50 lakh passengers per annum. According to the recent information, who among the following will be the flag bearer of the Indian contingent at the opening ceremony of the Paris Paralympics? Well, you know by now that Paralympics we have performed very well. I will cover what we have won in the videos that are due. So Sumit Antil and Bhagyashree Jadhav. Sumit Antil and Bhagyashree Jadhav, they were the flag bearers of India in the opening ceremony. Now Paralympic Games took place from 28th of August to 8th of September, and 84 athletes, they represented India. This is the highest ever number of athletes that India sent. In the last time in the Tokyo Paralympics, we sent 54 athletes. So Sumit Antil is who? Sumit Antil is a javelin thrower, and he is a gold medalist at the Tokyo last Paralympics. Now Bhagyashree Jadhav is a shot put player. She is India's rising shot put star, and she is very very good in in the recently conducted Tokyo World Champion. In the Tokyo Paralympics she finished 7th, but in the 2022 Asian Para Games she won silver medal, and she is India's rising star. In fact, this year there was the Para Athletics World Championship that happened this year in May. There she won the silver medal. DRDO has handed over the authority holding sealed particulars of Nippon munition to DGQA. Nippon is designed and developed by ARDE Pune in association with which laboratory? First of all, you need to understand what is Nippon. Okay. So let's say if the Pakistan soldiers, they come towards India, they march towards India, what you can do is you can lay down the underground mines. So this is the surface of the earth. Below that, you put these mines. And these mines, so mines are usually put for tanks, but these are for lightweight stuff. So for example, Pakistan soldiers, they will be approximately 100 kg in weight, like a normal human being is around 80 to 100 kg in weight. So this is for lightweight, personnel. So when Pakistani soldiers will put their foot here, the mines will explode and they will die. So Nippon is anti-soldiers mine. It is not anti-tank mine. It is anti-soldiers mine that we have. Okay, it is a anti-soldier mine, Nippon. The name is Nippon. It is so the technical word that they use, it is a soft target munition. Soft target munition, right? That is the word they use. And look, it is developed by two laboratories of DRDO. One is ARDE Pune and the second is HEMRL Pune. So it is by ARDE Pune and HEMRL Pune. It is by both of these. Okay, it is by both of these. And so it has been designed by both of these, designed and developed But commercial manufacturing will be done by whom? So commercial manufacturing will be done by Economic Explosives Limited, which is a company in Nagpur, private company. And second is Premier Explosives Limited. Premier Explosives Limited, which is located in Sikandrabad in Telangana. So these are the two companies where commercial manufacturing of Nippon will be done. So Nippon is highly deadly against the enemy, and it is completely safe during transportation, laying down and handling, but it is deadly for the enemy, right? Okay. Minister of Cooperation, who is Minister of Cooperation? Amit Shah. He is also the Minister of Home Affairs. So he has informed the Rajya Sabha about the Nandini Sehakar scheme. Nandini Sehakar scheme is aimed at assisting women cooperatives to take up business model based activities under the purview of what? So which organization is going to implement the Nandini Sehakar scheme? Now suddenly that reminds me that Nandini is also the name of a cooperative from Karnataka, the milk cooperative. I have stayed 6 years in Karnataka. I used to stay in a Udupi district in Karnataka for 6 years. And Nandini was the famous milk brand, milk, lassi, everything you used to get of Nandini, right? Anyways, this is not related to that. This is the name of a scheme by the Ministry of Cooperation. So who will implement it? It is NCDC, National Cooperative Development Corporation, NCDC, National Cooperative Development Corporation. So what is NCDC? So NCDC is an organization that was set up in 1963. It works under the Ministry of Cooperation. It is headquartered in New Delhi, and it basically promotes Indian cooperatives, especially those which are in agriculture, livestock, food and all that. So this is a very important organization, NCDC. It will implement the scheme. Now comes to the next part. What is the scheme? That is very important. Nandini Sehakar. Okay, see. First of all, you have to be a women cooperative. Women cooperative means what? So women cooperative means that if there is a cooperative, minimum 50% of the members should be women. That we call women cooperative. So women cooperative is a cooperative where minimum 50% of the primary members are women. So those are called women cooperatives. And women cooperatives need to be registered by the state government or the central government. They have to be registered cooperatives, right? And they should be at least 3 months in operation. So it is not like you can start a cooperative today and tomorrow you can go and take benefit of the scheme. No, minimum 3 months old. Your cooperative should be minimum 3 months old. And how much loan you can take under this scheme? So you can take loan. Okay, you can take a loan under this scheme. How much? So there is no minimum limit and there is no maximum limit, but there is a limit depending on how old you are. So I told you, you need to be minimum 3 months old. If you are greater than 3 months and less than 1 year old, I repeat, if you are greater than 3 months old but less than 1 year old, then you can take a loan of so there is no minimum and maximum limit overall, but there is a limit for project cost. There is a project limit. For one project, you can take maximum 1 crore loan. I repeat, this is the project cost. So for project cost, there is an upper limit of 1 crore if your cooperative is between 3 months to 1 year old. Now, if your cooperative is between 1 year to 3 years old, that is, it is more than 1 year old, but it is less than 3 year old, then you can take a maximum project cost up to 3 crore. And if your cooperative is more than 3 years old, then you can take anything. There is no limit. There is no limit. You can take whatever is your requirement. But why will you take the loan under this scheme? Why you can't take it from a normal bank? Because there is a interest subvention. So there is an interest subsidy. You can call it interest subvention. You can call it interest subsidy. You can call it interest equalization. They all mean the same. How much is that? So if there is a women cooperative, right? NCDC, the organization that is implementing the scheme, will provide 2% interest subvention on the rate of interest on the loan that you are taking for new and innovative activities. For new and innovative activities, right? But NCDC will give you only 1% interest subvention if you are taking a loan for all other activities. If you are doing something new, creative and innovative, then 2% interest subvention. If you are taking a regular loan for regular activity, then 1% interest subvention. So this is the Nandini Sehkar scheme, and it is extremely important. Which of the following film has won the award for the best feature film at the 70th National Film Award? So there are two types of film, okay? One is called feature film and one is called non-feature film. What is the difference? Well, feature film is a proper commercial film, like for example, Salar, for example, Chandu Champion. I mean, any movie basically. Stree. Recently, I saw a movie called Stree 2. All of these, or Thalapati is the goat. I mean, any of these, right? So these are feature film, normal commercial film that you go, you have fun, you enjoy. All of those are feature films. Big films, big stars, big budget. What are non-feature films? So non-feature films are small films. The runtime is small, the budget is small, the stars may not be there. For example, documentaries are a type of non-feature film. Yeah, have you heard the word documentary? So documentaries are a type of non-feature film, right? So these are typically non-commercial in nature. They are made for social impact or for making people aware about something or that. Those are called non-feature film, okay? So here I'm talking about proper commercial film, hardcore commercial film, which is the best film according to the National Film Award. It is a Malayali film called Attam. Attam. The word Attam in English means the play. So it's a Malayali film. And look, you don't need to remember the name of the director or the, whatever. Just remember what I tell you to remember, okay? Otherwise, you cannot mug up every award. I will tell you, okay? First of all, you need to understand who is the chairman of the jury. Look, there were three jury. There was a feature film jury, there was a non-feature film jury, and then there was a jury to decide which is the best published book on Indian cinema. So, best writing on cinema jury. Let's talk about the feature film jury. The feature film jury chairman was Mr. Rahul Ravel. Non-feature film jury chairman was Mr. Nilamadha Panda. Best writing on the cinema jury is Gangadhar Mudaliar. So Gangadhar Mudaliar, his job was to determine which is the best published book on Indian cinema in the year 2022. So you can see the awards for 2022 are announced now after 1 year. See, these are proper awards. These are not your Manik Chand awards and all these, cheap awards. These are proper national awards which are given by the Ministry of Information Broadcasting. So it takes time. These cannot be purchased. Okay. So 70th National Film Awards, they have been announced for 2022. So Attam is the best feature film. What about the best non-feature film? So best non-feature film is Aina. The word Aina is I believe it's a Urdu word, which means mirror. In Hindi, we call it Darpan or Shisha. So Aina is the best non-feature film. And which is the best documentary? So documentary is also a type of non-feature film. So best documentary is a Marathi documentary called Murmurs of the Jungle. Murmurs of the Jungle. So best actor, again commercial best actor is Kantara Rishabh Shetty. And Nitya Menon, she won the best actress award. In fact, not only Nitya Menon, I will tell you one more name. So best actress award was shared. So let us see this, okay, one by one. Okay, let us see which is the best book. So best book on cinema in 2022 was Kishore Kumar, The Ultimate Biography. And it is written by Anirudh Bhattacharya and Parthiv Dhar. Anirudh Bhattacharya and Parthiv Dhar. Now, award for best film critic, again, this is not important. Okay, this is important. Best non-feature film. Now you can see Aina is a Hindi and Urdu, like it's a mixed movie. It has Hindi also, it has Urdu also. Best debut film of a director. By the way, I'm talking about non-feature films only now, okay? So best debut film was Madhyantara. Madhyantara means intermission. It is a Kannada film. Best biographical historical film, again, not important. Best art culture film, not important. Best documentary, yes, it is important. It's a Marathi documentary, Murmurs of the Jungle. This is extremely important. Best non-feature film which promotes social and environmental values. So this movie is an English non-feature film. It is called On the Brink Season 2 Ghadial. See, Ghadial is basically a crocodile. It is a type of crocodile that you will find it in the Chambal River. You will find it in the Ganga River. And it is a very different looking crocodile. Best animation film was, it's a silent film. So there is no language. There is no voice. It is called a Coconut Tree. Best short film, best director, cinematography, sound editing, not required. Best narration, script, all this is not required. Okay. Now let's talk about the feature film, proper feature commercial film. So best feature film is a Malayali film, Attam. Attam means the play. Best debut film of a director is Fauja. It's a Haryanvi film. Now Award for the best popular film went to Kantara. Again, not important. Just remember best feature film, that is good enough. Yeah, this is very important. Best feature film promoting national, social and environmental values is Kutch Express in Gujarati. Be very careful whether they are asking feature film or whether they are asking non-feature film. If they are asking best non-feature film on environmental values, it is on the Bring Ghadial. But feature film is Kutch Express. It's a Gujarati film. Best animation is Brahmastra Part 1. Best director is Suraj Badjatia for the movie Unchai. Beautiful movie. I saw it last year. Unchai is a film where, like, there are four friends. Amitabh Bachchan is also there, superstar, and Danny. Do you remember Danny Dangospa from the old movies? So Danny was their friend. He dies, and his last wish was that my last remains, they should be buried at Mount Everest. So these people, they are like 80, 90 years old. They still go to Mount Everest, risking their lives, and they finally, put the last remains there. Very emotional film. Best actor in a leading role is Kantara. Yeah, this is important. Best actor Kantara, Rishabh Shetty. Best actress in a leading role so there are two actresses who shared the award. Okay, Nitya Menon for the movie Tiruchitrambalam, it's a Tamil film, and Mansi Parekh for Kutch Express. Best actor in a supporting role, Fauja. For the movie Fauja, it is Pawan Raj Malhotra. Again, not very important. Best actress in a supporting role, Neena Gupta for the movie Unchai. Again, not very important. Best child artist, best singer, not important. Best screenplay editing, not important. Best costume designer, lyrics, not important. Now these are regional films. Okay, best regional film, Assamese, Bengali, Hindi, not important. Hindi, maybe you can remember, Gulmohar. That's it. So that's it. I made it very easy for you. Look, there were so many awards, but basically I told you only the ones that can be asked in the exam. And National Film Awards, when they were set up. So National Film Awards were established in 1954. 1954. The former Chief of Army Staff passed away. His name was Paddy, one of the greatest Indian Army chiefs. What was his name? Who was Paddy? Well, Paddy was General Sundarajan Padmanabhan. And General Sundarajan Padmanabhan, he was born in Trivandrum in Kerala. And he was the 20th Chief of the Indian Army from 2000 to 2002. And when he was the Army Chief, the attack on Indian Parliament happened. And after that, India launched an operation called Operation Parakram to teach Pakistan a lesson, and we taught Pakistan a lesson. Operation Parakram was very successful. Department of Pension and Pensioners Welfare. Now look, this is a department that works under the Ministry of Pension, Public Grievances and Personnel. So this department has introduced a unique, innovative, centralized pension processing software to overcome the problems of delay and clerical errors in the processing of the pension cases, as well as the financial loss and harassment to the pensioners. What is the name of this software? The pension disbursement process has to be made, very robust so that all this situation does not arise. Delay, clerical error, financial loss. And for that, they have launched a software which is called Bhavishya. The answer is Bhavishya. And so Bhavishya is basically an online pension sanction. It is a pension sanction and payment tracking software. And now they have upgraded this software, and it was earlier launched. It was made mandatory from 1st January 2017. It was launched to address the problems of delay and clerical errors. And now they have introduced its upgraded version, Bhavishya software. It is now integrated with payroll package, and it will autofill the basic data of the retiring employees, right? And the software also has strict timelines for pension processing, right? So it has transparency, it has accountability, all these things it has. So that is what is Bhavishya software, and do remember it. And by the way, the pensioners of India, all the pensions in India, they are controlled by PFRDA. This is the organization, Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority. And the pensioners in India, they have to submit life certificate every year in the month of November for continuation of their pension. And now the same Department of Pension and Pensioners Welfare, it has launched in 800 cities and districts of India. There is a nationwide third time digital life certificate campaign. Digital Life Certificate campaign will run from 1st of November to 30th of November 2024, and the idea is to tell people that now they can submit their digital life certificates using biometric devices, iris scanner, video KYC through Gramin Dak Sevak. They don't have to visit the branch, local branch. They can do it completely online. So this was also launched by Department of Pension. Union Minister of Port, Shipping and Waterways, he has officially launched the standard operating procedures for the Green Tug Transition Program. Which of the following organization will act as a nodal entity for the Green Tug Transition Program? What is Green Tug? Green Tug is a green boat. See, the thing is that most of the boats in India, they are run by diesel. This you know very well. But it causes a lot of pollution because these boats release a lot of smoke. Just like your cars, they release a lot of smoke. So diesel cars also release a lot of smoke. Even petrol cars release a lot of smoke. Basically, it is polluting, right? But these green boats, they are environment friendly. So these are called green tug. A tug is basically a large boat. So what we want to do, we want to transition from the conventional boats to the green boats. That is what we want to do. So this is called Green Tug Transition Program. And this program was announced last year, but it has been launched now. So this program was launched on 22nd of May 2023, and that time it was announced, but it was launched also, but the standard operating procedure, how it will work, all that was not announced. So what government did was they simply launched it, they announced it, but implementation was not done. So the implementation will be done in multiple phases. The phase 1 will start from 1st October 2024 and it will continue till 31st of December 2027. So it will run for a little over 3 years. 1st October 2024 to 31st December 2027. It will run for 3 years, 3 months. This is the phase 1. So what will happen in phase 1, that I will tell you in a bit. But which is the nodal entity? Which organization is going to implement this program? So it will be the National Center of Excellence in Green Port and Shipping, that is located in Gurugram in Haryana. National Center of Excellence in Green Port and Shipping, and this is a very important question. Now, what will happen in this program in 3 years, 3 months from 1st October 2024 to 31st December 2027? This is what will happen. This is called Panch Karma Sankalp. You can see there are 5 things, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the 5 major announcements. This is called Panch Karma Sankalpa. First, the Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways will provide 30% financial support for the promotion of green shipping. So 30% financial support will be provided by the Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways. Under the Green Truck Transition Program, the Jawaharlal Nehru Port, also known as Nhava Sheva, Navi Mumbai, V.O. Chidambaram Port, also known as Tuticorin Port in Tamil Nadu, Paradeep Port in Odisha, and Deen Dayal Port, also known as Kandla Port in Gujarat, will buy 2 tugs each. So 2 green tugs each will be purchased by these 4 ports: JNPT, V.O. Chidambaram, Paradeep Port and Deen Dayal Port. Next, this is the second Sankalpa. Total there are 5 Sankalp or 5 resolve. Deen Dayal Port and V.O. Chidambaram Port, they will be developed as green hydrogen hubs. Extremely important MCQ. Very, very important MCQ. Which ports of India will be developed as green hydrogen hubs? The answer is very simple. Deen Dayal Port and V.O. Chidambaram Port. V.O. Chidambaram Port is in Tuticorin or Thoothukudi in Tamil Nadu, and Deen Dayal Port is the Kandla Port named after Deen Dayal Upadhyay. It is in Gujarat. Then, single window portal to facilitate and monitor river and sea cruises. There are river cruises, there are sea cruises. We will have a single window portal for monitoring them, whether they are causing pollution or not. Jawaharlal Nehru Port and V.O. Chidambaram Port, which is in Tuticorin, they will become smart ports by next year, that is 2025. Now this can also come as an MCQ, that which 2 ports in India they will be developed as smart port? The answer is JNPT or Nhava Sheva, which is in Navi Mumbai, and VOC, which is in Tuticorin, V.O. Chidambaram Port in Tuticorin, right? So this is the Panch Karma Sankalpa. And how much investment will be done for these building these green tugs? Well, the ministry has not said anything much, but approximately 1000 crore. Approximately 1000 crore of investment. So how will these boats run? Well, they will be run with different material, not diesel. They can be battery run. You can say battery electric boats. They can be run by methanol, for example, which is a very clean fuel. They can run by green hydrogen. I mean, so we are investing. We'll see how it goes, right? And by the way, this implementing agency, which is called National Center of Excellence in Green Port and Shipping, it is located in Gurugram, and this center was recently set up by Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterway in collaboration with TERI. What is TERI? The Energy and Resources Institute. The Energy and Resources Institute, right? And under the green transition, so I'll tell you something. India has a vision called Maritime India Vision. Very important. Maritime India Vision. You should definitely know what are we trying to do. Well, the first thing that we are trying to do under the Maritime India Vision is that 60%. So how many major ports are there in India? So there are 12 major ports in India, right? And the 13th one is coming up now, which is the Vadhavan port in Palghar district of Maharashtra. So you can say, okay, there are 13 major ports in India. Now 60% of the power demand of the major ports, of the 13 major ports in India, I repeat, 60% of the power demand of the major ports of India should be met with the renewable energy by 2030. So this is Maritime India Vision 2030. The second thing, we want to reduce our carbon emissions per ton of cargo. For every ton of cargo, we want to reduce our carbon emissions by 30% by 2030. These are two most important. I repeat, these two are the most important objectives of the Maritime India Vision. Number one, we want to reduce our emissions, carbon emissions by 30%, greenhouse gas emissions by 30% from the port vessels by 2030. And second is that we want to ensure that 60% of the electricity requirement or power requirement of the major ports comes from renewable energy by 2030. So this is called Green Transition Programs, Maritime India Vision. Maritime India Vision is different, but Maritime India Vision, Green Tech Transition Program will fulfill this vision. Who among the following has received the prestigious National Geoscience Award under the category National Geoscience Award for Lifetime Achievement? Now, the only award that you need to know in this category is the Lifetime Achievement Award. That's it. This is the most prestigious. It was given to Professor Dheeraj Mohan Banerjee. Professor Dheeraj Mohan Banerjee. First of all, you should have some idea about what are National Geoscience Award. Now, National Geoscience Awards are given by the Ministry of Mines. They are given by the Ministry of Mines, right? They were started in the year 1966. So these are very old awards. But when these were started, these were known as National Mineral Awards. And only in the year 2009, their name was changed from National Mineral Awards to National Geoscience Award. These are given at the Rashtrapati Bhavan Cultural Center by the President of India. You can see President is sitting in the first row. And these awards honor those individuals who have extraordinary contribution in the field of geosciences. What is geosciences? Mineral exploration, mineral discovery, mining technology. Basically, when we try to search for new minerals, below the ground or below the water, all of that is called geosciences. So there are three awards that are given. First is the National Geoscience Award for Lifetime Achievement 2023. It was given to Professor Dheeraj Mohan Banerjee. Dheeraj Mohan Banerjee, right? And the remaining you don't need to know. So we also have National Geoscience Award, and we also have National Geoscience, National Young Geoscientist Award. We have National Young Geoscientist Award. So there are three awards: National Geoscience Award for Lifetime Achievement, National Geoscience Award, and National Young Geoscientist Award. So these are the three awards, but the one you need to remember is only Professor Dheeraj Mohan Banerjee. And who is he? Who is he? Well, he is a scientist at INSA. Okay, he is a scientist at INSA. What is INSA? So INSA is basically Indian National Science Academy. Indian National Science Academy, which is a very old organization. It was set up in 1935. So he is a senior scientist there. And Young Geoscientist Award, you can see that the National Geoscience Award are given to so many scientists in different categories. But the Young Geoscientist Award was also given to one person, and that is why you can remember his name. So who is that one person? Dr. Asutosh Pandey. He was only one winner of the National Young Geoscientist Award. So this also can come in the exam. And he is a scientist. He is a professor at Indian Institute of Science Education and Research in Thiruvananthapuram, IISER Thiruvananthapuram. IISER Thiruvananthapuram. Understood? Okay. Recently, Yogi Adityanath, Chief Minister of UP, has launched a scheme called Mukhyamantri Yuva Udyami Vikas Yojana. The scheme aims to prepare 1 lakh young entrepreneurs every year by providing interest-free loans for projects up to how much rupees? See, basically 1 lakh young entrepreneurs, I repeat, 1 lakh young entrepreneurs every year in UP can take a loan of up to 5 lakh rupees, and this loan of up to 5 lakh they can take to start their business, and this will be interest-free and collateral-free. So interest-free loan will be given to 1 lakh entrepreneurs every year. In this way, 1 lakh entrepreneurs will be creating every year because they will take a loan and start a business. So government has set aside 1000 crore. The UP government has set 1000 crore in the budget of 2024-25 to support this initiative. So it is designed to empower educated and skilled youth throughout UP by promoting self-employment opportunities and what they are targeting. So 1 lakh entrepreneurs they will create every year. So in 10 years, they will create 10 lakh entrepreneurs. 1 million, they want 1 million units, 1 million startups, 1 million MSME units, 1 million startups over the next 10 years by financing 1 lakh units annually and therefore 10 lakh units in 10 years. Not only that, this up to 5 lakh loan, interest-free, collateral-free, you can take for the first time. But if you pay this back on time, then next time, second time, you can take a loan of up to 7.5 lakh. Up to 7.5 lakh. And who will give the funding? The funding will be given by the public sector banks, the regional rural bank, even SIDBI, so they will give. And credit guarantee will be given to them by the government. So they have nothing to worry. Even if it turns non-performing asset, government will take care of it. Also, the youth has to be between the age of 21 to 40. Northeastern Handicraft and Handloom Development Corporation has successfully obtained the prestigious OCO-Tech certification for Eri Silk directly from which country? Eri Silk is it derived from the Assamese word called Era, which means castor tree, right? Castor oil is also famous. So directly from Germany. OCO-Tech certificate has been given by Germany that shows its international standard quality. By the way, Eri Silk is ethical silk, It is the world's only vegan silk because unlike other silks where you have to kill the insects for obtaining the silk, here the moth, the insect inside the cocoon is not killed because the moth naturally exits the cocoon, leaving it behind for us to use. We take the cocoon and we make Eri silk. So try to use as much Eri silk as possible. Most of the Eri silk in India is in Assam and some it is in Meghalaya. So these are the two main states. And this is a GI tagged silk. Eri silk is a GI tagged silk. Now this organization that I told you, Northeastern Handicrafts and Handloom Development Corporation, it works under the Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region. Recently, Jal Vidyut DPR portal has been launched for monitoring the survey and investigation activities of hydropower plants in India and the pumped storage projects in India. So it is developed by which organization? So it's a very important question because any portal that is launched is important. And to tell you the truth, the Ministry of Power has launched not one, not two, but 3 portals recently. Now, can you tell me the names of all the 3 portals? So one portal I will cover in the tomorrow's video, that is called DRIPS portal, Disaster Resilient Infrastructure for Power Sector, that I will cover in tomorrow's video. And 2 I will cover today. So one is the Jal Vidyut DPR portal. See, hydropower plants, you know that they are always there is a risk involved, right? What if the dam breaks? What if there is a leakage? There are all sorts of concerns. So we need to do proper investigation, proper survey of these projects. Similarly for pumped storage project, what is a pumped storage project? So in pumped storage project, we have a dam at a high altitude and we have a dam near the land. So there is a height difference between both the dams. When we don't need much power, what we do is we transfer the water from the lower dam to the upper dam, right? But when we need a lot of power, when the power demand is very high, we drop the water from the upper dam to the lower dam, generating mechanical energy, and that mechanical energy is converted to power, electricity. So This is called pumped storage project. In pumped storage, there are two dams at different heights. So we want to monitor them. For that, the portal is Jal Vidyut. See, Jal Vidyut is a Hindi word which means hydropower. So, and this is a portal which has been launched recently by Central Electricity Authority. The answer is option C. Central Electricity Authority, right? So this is the portal, and basically there are a lot of hydropower projects which are under survey and investigation. More than 11 hydropower projects and 39 pumped storage projects. So 11 hydropower project and 39 pumped storage project, they are currently under survey and investigation. So this portal is developed by Central Electricity Authority. It will help everyone. It will help all the it will provide communication between different agencies like Central Water Commission, Geological Survey of India, Ministry of Environment, Central Soil and Metal Research Station, all of these. It will bring transparency in the entire process. And what is Central Electricity Authority? Central Electricity Authority is a organization which was set up under the provision of, first it was set up under the provision of Electricity Supply Act of 1948, but then this act was replaced by Electricity Act of 2003. So you can say that under the Electricity Act of 2003, Central Electricity Authority, it prescribes the standards on matters like construction of electrical plants, electrical lines and connectivity to the grid, installation of meters, safety and grid standards. All of these are defined by Central Electricity Authority. It is based in New Delhi. It is based in New Delhi, right? Now on that note, let me tell you that Ministry of Coal is collaborating with Ministry of Power and Natural Gas, and there is a landmark joint venture between two Maharatan company, Coal India Limited and Gas Authority of India Limited. So Coal India Limited works under the Ministry of Coal, Gas Authority of India Limited works under the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, and what they are doing is they are setting up the first ever coal to synthetic natural gas plant in India. It will come up in the Raniganj area of West Bengal. Raniganj area of West Bengal, right? So this project also, and the Ministry of Power was in news for one more reason. So the Power Minister of India, Manohar Lal Khattar, he inaugurated National Feeder Monitoring System Control Center at the headquarters of Rural Electrification Corporation in Gurugram in Haryana. So this National Feeder Monitoring System Control Center will give you the real-time data of 2.5 lakh feeders that we have across India. It will give you the real-time data for the same. Union Minister of Power, as I said, launched 3 portals. One I told you, Jal Vidyut DPR. Then we have another portal now called Portal for Online Monitoring of Projects, Thermal. It is called Prompt Portal. So what is the aim of this portal? Well, just like Jal Vidyut DPR portal was for monitoring and inspecting the hydropower plant, this is for the real-time tracking and analysis of the thermal power project. So thermal power projects produce electricity, and the electricity is produced by burning of coal. So Central Electricity Authority has been actively monitoring the progress of under construction power projects, and this portal has also been launched with the efforts of Central Electricity Authority, and NTPC has helped in developing this portal. NTPC has helped in developing this portal, right? So both the organizations have come together, Central Electricity Authority and NTPC. NTPC, as you know, is a Maharatna company. So Prompt Portal is a centralized platform for monitoring all the aspects of a thermal power plant. Right? Union Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Prahlad Venkatesh Joshi, has launched a pilot for transformation of 60 fair price shops into Jan Poshan Kendra in 4 states. Identify which state is not among one of them. Nice question. First of all, you need to understand what is a fair price shop. Have you ever heard this word before? Fair price shop. Basically, as the name says, a fair price shops means a shop that has been licensed by the government of India to distribute essential commodities. Under the Essential Commodities Act of 1955, right? So if you have a ration card holder, if you are a ration card holder, the poor people, what they do is they get grains at very subsidized prices, even for free sometimes under the National Food Security Act. So where can they collect all that? They can take it from the fair price shops. So fair price shops were created to distribute the essential commodities like wheat, rice, oil and all these things to the poor people under the Essential Commodities Act of 1955. Now, the fair price shops, they always complained that they don't have much room for making some income, because all they can do is they can have some essential commodities and they can sell those, or they can distribute those. So fair price shops always complained about it. But now the government is saying, okay, what we will do is we will upgrade fair price shops into Jan Poshan Kendra. So Jan Poshan Kendra is an upgraded version of fair price shops, whereby they can stock more items, they can keep more items so that they can sell and they can earn some money, right? So this is the idea behind that, right? So the answer is Haryana. Haryana is not one of those 4 states. So in which 4 states government is basically converting the fair price shops into Jan Poshan Kendra? That I will tell you. Government is doing it. The Ministry of Consumer Affairs is doing it. So Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution is doing it, and they are converting 60 fair price shops into Jan Poshan Kendra in 4 states. They are doing it in Gujarat, in Ahmedabad. They are doing it in Jaipur, that is Rajasthan. They are doing it in Hyderabad, the capital of Telangana, and they are doing it in Ghaziabad in UP. So these are the 4 cities in 4 different states where they are doing it. And SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India, it is providing credit facilities to these Jan Poshan Kendra, enabling them to purchase food grains and FMCG products. Look, if a fair price shop is converted to a Jan Poshan Kendra, so they can stock more items, but they need money to stock more items, so that will be given, loan will be given by SIDBI. SIDBI will make sure that they get loan so that they can upgrade themselves. Also, there is a e-commerce company called Udaan. Udaan is a business-to-business company. It is a B2B e-commerce company. It is also helping in transformation of the fair price shops into the Jan Poshan Kendra. So Jan Poshan Kendra basically will sell nutrition-rich food items to consumers. So it will give an additional source of income to the fair price shop dealers. So what all the things they can stock? They can stock millets, different types of millets like jowar, bajra, ragi, pulses, dairy products. All these things they can keep. Right? They can keep. So therefore, they can sell and they can earn some money. They can have a new revenue stream for themselves. A new revenue stream for themselves. So this is an effort by the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. 2 significant digital platforms have been launched by the Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Chemical and Fertilizer. The minister for both is same. Basically, I'm talking about Mr. JP Nadda. Now look, both of these platforms, they are launched by the Ministry of Health. Okay, so first is the IP online portal and second is the ADRMS software, Adverse Drug Reaction Monitoring System software. So ADRMS software is developed as a part of what? It is Pharmacovigilance Program of India. Pharmacovigilance Program of India. And recently, if you remember, the Ministry of Health also organized the first Policy Makers Forum. And that was organized by the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. Let's go step by step. Okay, first is, what is IP online portal? Now the first question, these 2 portals are launched by which ministry? The answer is the Ministry of Health. Now what are these portals? So I will tell you. Let's take first the IP online portal. So IP online portal is a major step towards digitizing the Indian Pharmacopoeia. What is Indian Pharmacopoeia? Have you heard about Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission? What does it do? Well, it makes drug standards. It lays down the drug standard. What is the quality of the drugs that is being sold, bought or imported or exported, or all those are standards of the drugs. Quality standards are laid down by the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. If you make this IP means Indian Pharmacopoeia. If you make the Indian Pharmacopoeia online, so all these standards will be much more accessible to all the stakeholders like manufacturers, exporters, importers, chemists and all that, right? So second is the ADRMS software. Now ADRMS software, what is ADRMS? As the name says, Adverse Drug Reaction Monitoring System software. So there are a lot of drugs which can cause adverse reaction, right? It's very common. So ADRMS software is developed as a part of Pharmacovigilance Program of India, and it is India's first indigenous medical product safety database. India's first medical product safety database. Now there are a lot of such databases about the drugs, different drugs, but they are global databases. They don't cater to the needs of the Indian population. So this database will collect and analyze the adverse events related to medicines and medical devices, thereby strengthening India's pharmacovigilance infrastructure, right? And pharmacovigilance program of India is basically started by which organization? Central Drugs Standard Control Organization started this program in 2010 in collaboration with AIIMS New Delhi, All India Institute of Medical Science New Delhi. And initially these two organizations started, but then this program was shifted in 2011 to Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. So if they ask you, pharmacovigilance program of India is run by which department now? It is the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. And Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission is headquartered in Ghaziabad, and it works under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. In fact, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare inaugurated the first Policymakers Forum recently. India's first Constitution Museum, called the Constitution Academy and the Rights and Freedoms Museum, is set to be inaugurated in which university? To teach people the value of the Constitution, to imbibe the principles of the Constitution, etc. So it has been recently inaugurated in OP Jindal University. OP Jindal Global University is located in Sonipat. And this museum will be inaugurated on the Constitution Day, which is 26th of November 2024. 26th of November 2024. Who is the chef de mission of the Indian contingent at the upcoming Paris Paralympics? So for the normal Olympics, it was Mr. Gagan Narang, right? The shooter, eminent shooter. But for Paris Paralympics, it is Satya Prakash Sangwan. 84 Indian para-athletes, they participated. And this was the largest ever contingent that we sent. And who were the flag bearers in the opening ceremony? Sumit Antil, the javelin thrower, and Bhagyashri Jadhav. She is a shot putter, right? So these were the flag bearers in the opening ceremony. Who among the following has been recognized as a top central banker globally for second straight year by US-based Global Finance magazine, which is published from New York? So Shaktikant Das is the top central banker globally for second year in a row, and only 3 economists globally, they have got the highest rating, A+ grade. So Denmark's Tristan Thompson and Switzerland's Thomas Jordan. Now the magazine Global Finance is a very prestigious magazine. It was founded in 1987. It is published from New York, and these report cards, central banker report card, they are publishing since 1994. On that note, RBI has recently made a committee that will benchmark the RBI statistics against the global standard. Michael Patra will be the chairman of the committee. Which state has introduced a new initiative called Rati Rare Sathi? Helpers of the Night, aimed at enhancing the safety for women. You know what happened in the RJ Kar hospital recently. So security of women needs to be upgraded in West Bengal. So West Bengal government has started this initiative. Rati Rare Sathi. The answer is government of West Bengal. Safety of women has to be there. So there is a mobile app which is equipped with alarm devices, and there are safe zones for women. Full CCTV cameras are there. Night patrolling is there. Identity cards are displayed for all the faculty, staff, security guard. Female police officers are there. So night duty women guards are there. Everything they are doing possible. So all these steps they have taken. Which of the following states Disaster Management Authority has signed a MOU with Geological Survey of India for implementation of an experimental regional landslide early warning system for combating the problem of landslide? Landslides usually happen in the mountainous states, right? So Assam State Disaster Management Authority has signed a MOU with Geological Survey of India. They are implementing early warning system for landslides. Right? Geological Survey of India works under the Ministry of Mines. It is headquartered in Kolkata. It was set up in 1851. When it was set up, its purpose was to simply find the coal deposits for the Indian Railway. And it is the second oldest survey in India after the Survey of India. Survey of India was founded in 1767, and the Geological Survey of India was founded in 1851. Now, here you also have to know that Geological Survey of India, they have recently launched National Landslide Forecasting Center. They have also launched two mobile apps. One is called Bhusanket and the other one is called Bhuskhalan. Bhuskhalan means landslide, Bhusanket, and they have also launched National Landslide Forecasting Center. All of these have been launched recently and they have launched it in few cities like Kalimpong, Darjeeling, Nilgiri. So this was a video, August Set 3 Best 300 series. I hope you enjoyed and liked the new format of these videos. Very comprehensive, very detailed, just what the examiner needs. I'll see you in Set 4 of August. Thank you for watching Study IQ.